Hello guys, we are back as promised from our last video, and today we'll be talking about the IUDs. And first of all, before even we start, I'd like to thank you very much for the feedback that you gave from the previous video that we did. If you didn't watch, please just check out our Facebook timeline and watch the video. We were talking basically about the implant and its side effects, but for today we'll be talking about the IUD, and Dr. here will give us detailed info about the types of IUDs that we have. Then she'll take us through the advantages and disadvantages. Asante.
All right, so thank you so much, Mercy. So last time we talked about the IUDs. Again, the IUDs are the intrauterine devices. Okay. When you say that, we mean that they are put in the uterus, inside the uterus, or what most people call the womb.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So here, I'd like to show you. So this is an intrauterine device. This is the copper.
So this is the copper T.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
here is where it's
Inserted.
yes, or placed.
Oh, okay.
You can all see that. But today we're going to talk about a specific type of the intrauterine device called the
Mirena.
Mirena. Yes, here it is. Now this specific type of intrauterine device is hormonal. Did you know that?
Oh.
Yes, because most people know that intrauterine device are the copper or the coil, which is non-hormonal.
Yeah.
But for this one is hormonal.
And it's a plastic as well, I hear.
Yes, it's plastic. I wish you could open, but you can't because it is sterile, but it is plastic.
Okay.
All right? Yes.
Okay.
So it's plastic. Now, where there is copper on this one, the Mirena is surrounded by a rod. Now that rod is the one which is hormonal, and it only has 52 milligrams of hormone.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Yes.
Same size, everything. The difference is just the copper and the plastic.
And the
bit.
plastic bit. All right, the plastic bit with the
rod.
The rod now, the hormonal rod. So that's the difference. Other than it being hormonal and all. And the other time we talked about the hormonal methods, and we said that the implant has 150 milligrams of hormone for 5 years.
Yeah.
The implanon has 68 milligrams of hormones for 3 years. The depot has 150 milligrams of hormones for 3 months.
160.
150.
Whoa, for 3 months.
For 3 months.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, considering every 3 months you're given 150.
Yeah.
Now, can you imagine Mirena only has 52? So, meaning, in as much as it is highly effective, it has very little amounts of hormones.
So does that mean less side effects?
Exactly, less side effects. So let's go through the advantages of Mirena. And I want you to understand, Mercy, that Mirena is actually a hybrid of all the methods. It combines the intrauterine part of it, and it also combines the hormone part of it. So any woman who has never had a method before, never used a method, can use Mirena. Okay. Yes, even if you've never had a child, you're safe to use the Mirena. And one advantage to that is that 8 out of 10 women who use the Mirena and remove it conceive immediately. So it does not delay conception.
Okay. So guys, point number 1, fertility returns immediately.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Another one, it reduces bleeding. So if naturally your period is heavy, you'd rather use the Mirena because it reduces the bleeding directly. Like after the first year of using the Mirena, because it is for 5 years, the other 4 years, some people actually, the bleeding, the period rather disappears completely. Up to the time you have it removed. So if you have bleeding issues, you'd rather use the Mirena. But then again, on the same, if you have spotting or irregular menses that you're not sure how they're coming about, you haven't gone to the doctor and you've not been told whether it's a hormonal imbalance issue or whether it's cervical cancer. Sometimes people bleed. You'd rather not use the Mirena or any other intrauterine device for that, or any other
cervical cancer does lead to heavy flow.
Well, spotting, spotting, because before it reaches to those high stages, stage 4 and all, those are some of the signs that you should look up to. Okay, but that's just an example. Like if you have irregular menses or spotting that is unexplained, you'd rather be checked first before you use the Mirena. Yes. But if normally your period is heavy, use the Mirena and your period will go down. Okay. Another advantage is that.
So guys who are taking notes, point number 2, it reduces heavy flow.
Yes.
So in case maybe you're wondering how to sort out the heavy flow, you've tried maybe pills and they're not working, you can get the Mirena.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it also reduces the chances, or it prevents, some of the microorganisms that go from your vagina up to your uterus, causing the pelvic inflammatory disease. It harbors those microorganisms from going up because it thickens the cervical fluid. Yeah. One, because it is an intrauterine device. So, and other than the hormonal bit part of it. Okay. So if you have the Mirena, chances of you getting a PID are very low. Yes. Okay. But then again, if you have PID, you should not use a Mirena. Like, let's say you go to the hospital and you're told that you have and it's not treated and it's recurring and all. Not only should you not use the Mirena, you shouldn't use any intrauterine device. Yes, but if you have it and you're okay, chances are your 5 years will be safe from PID. And those are some of the important advantages of Mirena. I know there are many more, but...
So, just to cut you short, from my understanding, you're saying if someone has the Mirena, it will reduce the chances of getting an infection.
Yes, the pelvic inflammatory disease.
What about the rest of, like yeast infection, such infections?
Those ones will, the chances are you will get them if your habits are, not.
So someone shouldn't assume Mirena is a vaccine for infection.
No. Or all methods don't prevent you from getting, infections and STIs and all. In this case, the Mirena is in the uterus. You see. So any infections below the cervix, honestly, if you douche, or if you don't wash your undies well, or if you don't wipe yourself very well, then chances are you'll get that candidiasis.
No, I just wanted us to clear out that. Someone would get the Mirena saying, I'm protected from the infections. Daktari said, if you get the Mirena, you're protected from PID, blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't protect you from the infection. So
yes, just the PID. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and those are some of the advantages. And who cannot use the Mirena? As we said, someone who has PID, regular bleeding or spotting here and there. If you're pregnant.
Oh yeah, of course. So just a quick one. The plastic IUD, does it have the strings?
Yes, it does. It has to.
Oh yes. And you said the size, everything is the same.
It's the same.
Just the difference is the other one has copper and
this one is plastic and it has a hormonal rod.
Okay. Thank you so much. So that is it for today, guys. And very soon we'll be launching a YouTube channel. So on the YouTube channel we'll be doing longer videos, and it will just be the contraception discussion. So maybe before we get to launch the YouTube channel, you can send us the topics that you'd like us to discuss. Then we'll touch on them. And so maybe you're wondering how you can get the Mirena. Just call 0800 72 0005 and we'll send you the Mirena, and just give you instructions on how to go about it before you go and have it inserted. Asante sana. That is it for today, guys. Thank you for the love. We love you back.
Thank you.
Bye.